He's fading fast, Prince William and Princess and in tears as King Charles battles for life in hospital. The silence outside the private wing of London's most exclusive hospital is deafening. Police guards stand at full attention. Blacked-out vehicles idle nearby. Staff speak only in whispers. And behind one closed door, the fate of a monarch hangs in the balance. Inside, two of Britain's most stoic royals, Prince William and Princess Anne, have broken down in tears. King Charles III, the man who waited longer than any heir in British history to ascend the throne, is now fighting for his life. What began as a routine medical procedure has escalated into a full-blown emergency, one that has plunged the royal family and the entire nation into a state of anxious uncertainty. In this time, no royal protocol can shield them from the raw, human heartbreak playing out behind hospital walls. An unexpected turn in the monarch's health. Only days ago, King Charles was reported to be recovering well following treatment for an undisclosed but serious medical condition. Buckingham Palace had released a cautiously optimistic statement, saying the king was in good spirits and expected to resume light duties soon. But behind the polished public messaging, insiders were growing increasingly concerned. According to palace sources, doctors noticed irregularities during post-treatment observation, a sudden spike in vitals, lab results that didn't align with recovery, then breathing difficulties. Within hours, the king was transferred to an intensive care suite, his condition downgraded from stable to critical but monitored. The reality set in like a wave. The king's life was at risk, and the royal family rushed to his side. The emotional arrival of Prince William and Princess Anne. Shortly after midnight, Prince William was seen arriving at the hospital, escorted by his security team. Dressed in black slacks and a gray coat, his face was pale and drawn. Eyewitnesses say he looked visibly shaken, gripping his phone tightly and avoiding eye contact with cameras. Minutes later, Princess Anne arrived. Known for her stoic demeanor and no-nonsense approach to public duty, even she couldn't hide the emotion on her face. As she entered the hospital, those nearby described tears in her eyes and a whispered comment to aides, "Please, no press." In a rare display of unity and raw emotion, William and Anne reportedly embraced quietly in the hallway before being taken into the king's private room. What happened inside remains unconfirmed, but insiders describe it as an intensely personal and heartbreaking moment. A lifetime of duty meets a sudden crisis. For both William and Anne, the stakes are far more than just constitutional. This is a father, a brother, a man who has quietly carried the burden of monarchy for over 70 years. Princess Anne, the king's only sister, has stood beside him through scandal, coronation, and countless state duties. Their bond, though often private, has been one of the most quietly powerful within the royal family. She was Charles's protector in childhood, his ally in adulthood, and remains his fiercest defender behind closed doors. And then there's William. To the world, he is the heir. But to Charles, he is also the son he raised under the darkest cloud, the death of Diana. Their relationship, strained at times by the pressures of legacy, has in recent years evolved into a deeply respectful connection. King Charles has often praised William's modern approach to duty and fatherhood. William, in turn, has grown into the role of future monarch with visible admiration for his father's resilience. Now, that bond is being tested by tragedy, and neither of them knows how many moments they have left. The weight of a nation. As news of the king's condition spread, Buckingham Palace's phone lines were flooded. Messages of support poured in from around the world. Flags at royal residences were lowered to half-mast as a precaution, one official said. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak was reportedly briefed multiple times overnight and has cleared his schedule, pending further developments. Emergency security protocols, normally reserved for periods of royal succession, have been quietly reviewed. Though no official statement has declared a regency or shift in power, insiders confirm that contingency plans, known as Operation Munaybridge, have been activated in the background. The question on everyone's lips, if King Charles doesn't recover, what comes next? Catherine's silent vigil, Harry's absence felt. Princess Catherine, herself recovering from recent surgery, was unable to join William at the hospital but is said to be in constant communication. Aides describe her as being deeply distressed, especially given how close she has become to King Charles in recent years. Meanwhile, the absence of Prince Harry has not gone unnoticed. While palace sources deny any intentional snub, his name has not appeared on the official list of notified family members. Some insiders claim Harry was only informed of his father's condition after news broke in the media. No private jet has left Los Angeles. No statement from Harry and Meghan has been issued. To some, it's yet another chapter in a family story marked by distance and pain. The people hold their breath. Outside the hospital, hundreds of people have gathered, some leaving flowers, others lighting candles. A choir from a local church even arrived at sunrise to sing hymns softly across the stone courtyard. Whether you're a monarchist or not, this is a human story, said one bystander. You see a son crying for his father. You see a daughter trying to be brave. And you just hope he pulls through. Social media, for once, reflected unity rather than division. Hashtags like hashtag Pray for the King and hashtag King Charles trended globally. Messages from foreign dignitaries and royal families around the world arrived by the hour. Even leaders from republics and non-monarchical nations extended heartfelt well wishes. Will he recover? Doctors remain guarded. Medical updates remain scarce. But one thing is clear, the next 48 hours are critical. Insiders say the king's doctors are doing everything medically possible. Treatments have been escalated. Consultants from across Europe have been consulted. But as one source quietly admitted, at this point, it's hour by hour. What this moment means for the monarchy. Beyond the emotional turmoil, the constitutional implications are seismic. If King Charles's condition worsens or if he is unable to resume duties, Parliament will be forced to act. The Regency Act may come into play, transferring powers to Prince William temporarily or permanently. But no legal framework can prepare a country or a family for the loss of a father, a brother, a king. Hope endures. As the sun sets over London, the royal standard still flies over the hospital, not as a symbol of ceremony, but of hope. And inside, William and Anne remain by their father's side, holding his hand, whispering words of love, praying for a recovery. This is not about crowns or titles now. This is about family, about time, about the fragility of even the most powerful lives. The king may be fighting for his life, but around him, his children are fighting for one more day with the man they call Dad.